Hello, my name is Louis Palma. I'm a 46-year-old white male, and I know what you're thinking. Who needs another one of those? Hear me out. I wanted to write a story based on my best friends, guys who I regard as a family. So I went out and wrote a comedy feature screenplay that tackles the theme, Friends are the family we get to choose. My story is about a group of 40-year-old misfits who embark on a bachelor party camping trip out in the remote mountains of Colorado. And they end up being hunted down by a family of aliens. Think The Hangover meets Predator. The title of my sci-fi comedy is Gary's Bachelor Party Camping Trip. It tells the story of Gary, who plans this epic road trip down memory lane for his last weekend of freedom. Well, everything's going well, but then his fiance puts the notion in his head that his friends might not really be his friends, and that Gary might not even know what true friendship is. He quickly realizes that she might be right, as they pretty much let him down in every way possible. One guy brings his wife. Yeah. Up in the mountains and super pissed off, Gary demands they have one last rager, drug-fueled rager. So they give in to their middle-aged sensibilities in exchange to go home a day early, and they do a lot of drugs. Look up scopolamine. The next morning, they awake to a smoldering, decimated campsite, each of them more hungover than the next, each of them more beat up and bruised up and battled than the next, and no one recalling anything about the night's events. Which kind of sucks because Gary has gone missing. So they split up and start to search the woods. The deeper and deeper they go into the woods, they begin to uncover clues. Clues that their self-inflicted party wounds may actually be battle wounds. And that they may have fought something off last night. Something that has taken Gary. Fucking aliens. Now they're faced with a decision. Do they fight aliens and try to save Gary? Or do they hightail it down the mountain, maybe try to get the Marines to help out and get back to their families? So they decide to hightail it down the mountain, and one of them has to sacrifice his life to save them, which obviously knocks the wind out of the group. They get down to their cars, barely make it out alive. That's when they realize why they became friends in the first place. They always felt comfortable to be themselves around one another. They would look after each other. They were family. And the wife, remember her? Well, she reminds them that you revenge family. She's Brazilian. Kind of ends up being the group's wild card. So they go back up the mountain, and working together, they outsmart the aliens and kill them one by one. They find Gary in their spaceship. He's near death, ready to give up on life, and they save him. He's in tears, they embrace, when Papa Alien shows up, starts to pick them apart one by one. When all seems lost, the guy who sacrificed himself, well, it turns out he didn't die. And he ends up saving the day in a legendary way. So they end up walking out of the woods together, mangled, near death, but they're together, and they've survived probably the shittiest bachelor party in the history of bachelor parties, and they're better friends for it. That's my pitch. My name is Louis Palma. Thank you.